Vale, chicos, qué feo se escucha el micrófono cuando lo activo. Mi madre. Anyway, comenzamos y continuamos mi aventura medieval. Eh, Vamos a terminar el prólogo hoy y a ver si logramos hacer las misiones y pasar a Ratai, donde nos dan la libertad completa. Así que hace poquito estuve haciendo ejercicio y subí a nivel 6 de vitalidad. Ya tengo una ventaja para aprender. Deja ver. Velocista. Velocista es. Corre un 20% más rápido y cuesta un 20% más de estamina. Y el corredor de fondo es viceversa. Corre un 20% menos, o sea, más lento pero exige un 20% menos de resistencia del aguante. Pero, pero, pero. La cuestión del corredor de fondo tiene mucho aguante al correr, pero vas lento. Y si tú tienes que escaparte, eh, son bien rápidos los humanos y los bandidos. Son bien rápidos. Eso no sé. Lo voy a dejar pendiente. Cubo de basura, esto no. Dieta equilibrada. No, esto no me interesa. Dejamos el puntito ahí pendiente. Vamos entonces a buscar los clavos de Teresa. Que creo que fue el que me quedé. Sí, pero dame todo. No hay comida, ¿verdad? Yo comí de la olla. No. Aquí también comí. Mira, hay comida allí. Es que no puedo comer. Porque la saciedad está a 84. Así como voy a estar eh, pesado. Se pone torpe el muñeco. Toma, Teresa.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Es un
Just
impulso.
wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Vale.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Sven?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send...
Dímelo, negro. Bienvenido.
Good work, Martin.
Sure.
¿Qué tal Skyrim? ¿Lo jugaste?
It's been an honor, Sir Isla. Have a safe journey to Saxony.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree, and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay. He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Vale. El modo survival lo que hace es que el peso, en vez de 300, baja a 150. Y pues te da hambre, te da cansancio. Y las enfermedades que eso siempre causa. Solamente es eso, que tiene que comer. Y descansar. Pero de ahí en fuera. Ay, porque sube de nivel cada vez que descansa. Y se guarda la partida también. Pero está bueno. No hay mucha diferencia. Solamente es eso. El peso mucho menos. Y pues... te incluye la necesidad de... del hambre, el agotamiento y la temperatura. No, es que da mucha hambre rápido, créeme. No deje que la línea roja se llene bastante, porque empieza el muñeco a joder. Y para comer, uff, se lleva mucho, o sea, come mucho. A menos que sean buena comida, buenas carnes, pero cocinada y todo, pues abastece bastante. Pero comer pan, que si comer manzana y cositas así, pues no. Y se puede cocinar, pero necesita los ingredientes.
Come on, we're closing!
Move in, people!
Come on,
We're running
come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people, come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
fuerte el comienzo de este juego, mano. Es bien fuerte. Ver cómo acribillan a tus padres.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to town, Merge! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
A mí siempre Ratsig me ha caído mal. No sé por qué. Vamos a correr. Que me matan, me siguen. Ahora Teresa, hay unos bandidos que quieren entrar a la casa. Yo pues tengo que llamar la atención.
Or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Ay, el caballo ese se puso en el medio. Vale, ya ayuda a Teresa. Es que el caballo era mío, él era el rubio ese. Pero como quiera da igual. Ese caballo no es mío. Me clavaron la pierna. Hemorragia. Suerte que puse pues el sangrado denso. La sangre espesa. Pero he perdido ya un cuarto de vida, no joda. Poco más.
Left. Hamburgers to the left, along the street.
A la izquierda, vale. Por aquí.
Flee! Run for it!
La van a dar. En lo que el caballo recupera energía, dale. Recupera. Recupera. Ay, dale. Dale, vámonos. Uf.
Go! They'll kill you all! Warn the others! They've tore its scallops!
Ya llegué. Aquí está la cantera, donde pican piedra y eso. Hay un campamento.
Run for it!
Cuidado, mijo, no te metas en medio. Pero el caballo no va a llegar, ¿o sí? Vamos a ver. No. Descansa, porque si no me van a tirar. No miro ni para atrás, porque tienen que estar pegados. Aquí están los mineros. Bien, equitación, vale, perfecto.
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose! Hanyo! Who's in there?
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robert. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Thank you.
I heard about your father.
In heaven's name
They say he was
happened
a
there?
swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horses.
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they killed me. They murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Está linda ella.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man? Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh. Something to eat.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that?
I can tell you what happened, but I don't understand why. We were just going about our usual business when the soldiers came and began their slaughter. Anyone who couldn't flee to the castle was cut down. They destroyed everything. It's a miracle I escaped with my life.
Un resumen. un resumen. Todo esto me lo voy a llevar. Y el vino. El vino barato. Hunter sea. Ese jodido juego Medieval Dynasty me dejó loco. Bien, ya esto dice robar, no voy a robar nada. Vamos a comer el pato asado. O puré de lenteja. No, y aún así no es mucho, no es suficiente. Dame... El pato asado tiene buen valor, panecillo. Y me pasé un poquito, ahora estoy chonchi. Ahora tengo que descansar. Se supone que descanse, pero yo puedo hablar con la gente. No, no puedo. Me desmayo. Espérate. Cierra la puerta. Quiero privacidad. Y pues vamos a dormir. No sé cuántas horas. Obviamente va a despertarse por el tema de la Lady Stephanie, que viene a traerme vino y algo de un poco de charla.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, not at all. But what
Dímelo,
brings you
pájaro
here
con
at this hour?
pistola.
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new
¿Cómo
and
estás?
strange for you.
Pues dentro de todo,
But I want you
bastante
to feel
bien,
at
se
home
puede
here.
decir.
You're not to worry about anything except getting better.
Está siendo un año complicado, pero
God knows you've been
aquí
through a
estamos.
terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Qué ganas de ser Henry en ese momento, sí, mano. Con la compañía de Stephanie, se llama.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I
Diablo, qué respuesta.
I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzi.
Henry, estás en la puntita de la cama, te vas a caer, güey.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only he'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
Por fin una respuesta decente.
To take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Coño, Henry, ahí como que mentiste un poquito, güey.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Haciéndose el macho pecho peludo ahí.
How could something like that happen?
Y simplemente silbé. Me monté en el caballo y me fui.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
Es la aldea que está en el norte.
That's awful.
Llena de cumanos.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, But it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Bien. Se comunicaron de más allá a través del sueño.
What's happening? Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Antorcha. Ay, que me mojo. Ay, que me mojo.
All they have to do is bring one from Skalitz. Tell them everything. Aye. God be with you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robo. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Take care now.
Vamos a chequear cuánto sube por hablar. Diálogo, 57%.
Good health to you.
You know what's happening?
Sigismund, who else? That bastard conquered Skalitz, and now he's come to take Talmberg.
May the Lord watch over you.
59. Ya, los 2%. Pero sí sube. Vamos a hablar con todos antes de llegar allá. El diálogo es importante.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Scarlet's folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good. Take care now.
My respects to you.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate.
Take care.
¿Cuánto subió? 6.3. Sí, 2%. Por un solo diálogo. Ahora, la persona que tiene más diálogo, me imagino que subirá más. Pero antes de, vamos a aprovechar. 2% son 2%.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me. I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate. May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you.
Son cosas que uno pasa por alto.
You know what's happening?
Pero créeme que ese farmeo
Sigismund.
merece la pena, mano. Es importante.
I overheard a scout Divi sent to see how things look in Scarlet. It's Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund. Good luck to you.
My respects to you.
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army or his...
Voy a brincar porque dicen lo mismo. Vamos a ver. Si al brincar como quiera cuenta. 6.5.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. Could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe... Good luck to you.
6.6, 1% nada más. Uf, ahora sí que está duro.
God be with you.
You know what's happening?
Good luck to you.
6.6 se quedó.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Yo creo que hay que tomarse el tiempo de leer y todo. A ver, porque iba subiendo 2% y de momento se aguantó y después subió 1. Y tenía 6.6, vamos a ver si sube. A escuchar todo. No, se quedó en 6.6. Uf. A ver si más guardia por aquí. Yo creo que no. Todos están allá en la colmena. Y aquí no hay nada. La torre es donde está la guarida de los guardias.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmud in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Scouts.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Gibbous sent to Scarlet to spy on Sigismund. Said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies say?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Take care.
Vale. Hay que ver si habla con él, con Robert, subió algo.
Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Raptic, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out! Move out!
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you and all. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking...
6-7.
I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request.
Dímelo, Lele.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
I'll be with you. What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. And just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. To Now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
Quickly, we have to
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noted. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king. And here in Talmberg, divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Ratzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Ratzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Bien. No lleves espada, mejor pégale esos martillazos en todo el meollo. Papá, este juego es difícil pelear. Muy complicado.
God be with you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
¿Por el botín?
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Vamos a ver el diálogo. Se ha subido 7.5.
I hear that's what them foreign soldiers do, and worse.
They do nothing of the sort. Where did you hear that nonsense?
Vilma heard the guards on watch talking about it.
Nobody's going to attack us. Never mind foreign soldiers. Sigismund's moved on and we've got nothing to worry about. And we can always come and take shelter here at the castle. Anyway, you said yourself you don't believe a word Vilma says. So stop working yourself up. Everything's fine, and that's how it'll stay.
Aye, but...
No buts. Everything will be all right. Got it?
I suppose.
Aye. I've been to see the carpenter about when he could get round to it.
Well, good day to you.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
You want Votova, the fellow that fixes the weir at the Talmberg fish pond. He should be around the granary somewhere.
What do you think about Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Didish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next. May the Lord watch over you.
And that's not all. They say they can take them as far as that's how you'll stay.
Aye, but...
No buts. Everything will be all right.
Greetings. What do you need?
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry, but I reckon Votova, the pondkeeper, wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake. That army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a fine speaker, or they'd have squashed us like bugs. Good luck then. God be with you. Do you need anything?
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votova. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful, but he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Goodbye.
God be with you. What can I do for you? May the Lord watch over you.
Que todos los diálogos están cubiertos. Y vale, este.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
No hace efecto.
Votova's your man. He's the local dealer, a skinny fellow. I saw him by the granny. He'll buy anything that has any value, and he'd sell you his own granny. If he hadn't already sold her long since. Good luck to you.
We escaped certain death by the skin of our teeth.
Good health to you.
Good luck to you.
Nobody's going to attack us. Never mind foreign soldiers.
Good morning. Good luck then.
No.
Some wench on the side.
Vale. Este es el tío.
My respects to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
Lo que necesito son ganzúas. Vamos a ver qué puedo venderle. Es un centavo. Para perderla, pues se las doy. Vamos a regatear.
Can we do something about the
Aunque puedes
price?
seleccionar el ganzúa,
Why
mano.
not?
Es cierto del trueque de una. Pero
Is this enough?
It'll take more than that to persuade me. Aye, that would do it.
vale, 35.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. I'll be with you.
Ganzúas. 3. Pero voy a regatear. Porque se rompe muy rápido.
Let's talk about the price.
Aye.
Are we agreed?
That's not enough. Aye.
Son 3 groshens menos. Ahorramos algo. Ahora lo que tengo que hacer es hablar con Lady. Es demasiado complicado eso, que es fácil. Qué suerte. Vamos a hablarle. No me habla. Hola. ¿Se va a rezar? Sí. A ver si puedo abrir eso. Coño, como que está un poco complicado. No sé qué hago robando ahora. Si es fácil. Ya esto es muy difícil. No, difícil.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed ground?
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial? My heart goes out to you. I will do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you, my lady. I will repay you, I swear.
25.
They'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujit, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. Thank you, my lady. I must go now.
May the Lord watch over you.
Vamos a buscar esa armadura de soldado, de guardia. Este me va a joder. Espera que se vaya. A confianza te puedes mover. Ah, ya salió Wild West Dynasty. Que Dynasty. Okay. Wild West Dynasty. Acceso anticipado. Aún está muy verde, pero ya lo pueden jugar en PC. No lo voy a mirar hasta que esté bastante avanzado. Y ya quedan 6 días. 6 días para el Hobo Talk Live. El survival de mendigos. Vagabundos. El 23. Cae jueves. Ay, este tipo no se va. Déjame ver si por detrás puedo entrar. Epa. Por detrás. En serio. Qué chavienda, mano. Es que aquel tipo está al lado de la puerta. Si se moviera, entraba rápido. Pero no puede entrar hasta que no se mueva. Parece fue. te quedas ahí. Qué chavienda, mano. Podía entrar rápido, mano, y esperé a que llegara. Escucho pasos. No puedo... Difícil, muy difícil. No puedo hacer ruido. Un arco. Un par de flechas. Vamos a vestirnos. Vale, ya estamos vestidos. Vamos para donde la lady, que había una opción de que le preguntaba si parecía un guardia. Para que me eche la bendición.
my lady.
God be with you. I'm sorry. Do I know you?
It's me, my lady. Henry.
I didn't recognize you at all. I still think you should stay here in the safety of the castle, Henry. But I see your heart is drawing you away from here. God go with you.
Bien, pasamos a la prueba con ella. No me convence que haya hablado cerca de su marido. Si él no escuchó la conversación, pues está sordo. Ahora sí. Pillo el caballo, que es el de la cola negra, porque te dice montar y robar. No, este. Este es el mío. Cuidado con la gente, que la gente es un poco troll. Se mete en el medio. Yo antes me tiraba por aquí. Cuando estoy caballo. Porque no sabía cómo hacer la movida.
Good health to you.
Is there someone here who trades?
Vale, diálogo, subimos, muy bien.
Hungry, are you? You should go and see the cook. She's good-hearted, especially if you come with some coin. For anything else, you should see a fellow called Vortimer. Folk aren't too fond of him, because he's as surly as a wet cat. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary. You'll recognize him easy. He looks like he's never had a decent meal in his life.
That business with Sigismund turned out well in the end, didn't it?
Aye, that was a good start. Now we need to drive him and his war horse out of Bohemia.
Se escucha doble, en serio, Isaac. Dame un break. Baja un poco entonces el volumen de los cascos. A ver. Antes de, vamos a verificar que subí diálogo. A ver qué tengo. Oferta final. Esto pongo una puja más. Baja cuna, alta cuna. Más 3. Al tratar con nobles y burgueses. No permite tener la ventaja baja cuna a la vez. Y esto es plebeyo. No se puede tener la ventaja alta cuna, coño. No, de momento no me interesa. Ahora sí, vamos a pedirle que tengo que salir.
I need to get out of here.
Says who? I've never seen you before in my life. And that's odd, seeing as how you're wearing our colors.
I'm Sir Robar's messenger. He's sending me to Uzis to find out if Sigismund's army has been giving them trouble.
I might believe you if I knew who you were. Who the hell are you?
You know who I am. I have to get out to take care of my parents. Everyone will understand why you let me go. It's the Christian thing to do. Please.
Oh, all right, all right. Good luck to you.
Vale, me dejó, qué raro. Yo me la jugué, no tuve que gastar dinero. Bien. No tuve que gastar dinero, mano. Para salir. Me dejó salir, vale. Bajé por aquí.
Ya.
Vámonos. El tema es que yo creo que no desbloqueé. Ah, sí, tal viaje rápido, ¿verdad? Sí.
Ya.
Vale, sigilo, muy bien.
You'll have to wait for me here, friend. Better to keep going on my own. It's like they've already gone.
Vuelve a casa. Pero antes de ir, déjame lootear aquí lo más importante. La fruta seca, no se daña. Groshens, vale. Más nada. Esto de aquí. Vendaje. Creo que ya no hay más cuerpo por ahí para lootear. Ok, arma. Bien. Bien. Con la derecha saco el arco y con la izquierda saco la espada.
Well, I never.
Ya lo me va a ganar este tipo, no joda.
God, we.
Pero es que me da y me saca toda la energía.
You're going to cry now? No good.
No me convence esto, güey, pero que... La primera persona... Y me está reventando.
I'll send you straight to hell. Fucker. Come here, Lily. Ow. Insolent whelp!
Uf, tenía poca vida, mano. Me estaba por ganar. Tuve que meterle con las estocadas para tratar de bregar. Joder, tío. Lo que me está molestando, es el cuello, mano. Tiene que meterme dos panador porque se viene por ahí. La rompecabezas. La rompecuello. puedo sprintear. Quiero correr. Voy a tener que soltar algo.
Sweet Jesus. It's the charcoal burning.
Me voy por acá. Porque por ahí es peligroso. Si hay un tío con una armadura de esos tipos grandotes. Fuerte. Y nada. Me voy por atrás. Bueno, tengo que soltar algo. Sí o sí tengo que botar algo. Pues mira, me equipo estas nuevas y boto estas viejas. A ver si eso me saca algo de peso, pero no. Un par de flechas. 10 flechas. No. Es el escudo. Vale, casi. Falta algo más. O algo de comida. Me lo voy a beber. Estoy a la idea, nada. Mira. Estoy por 80 de 78. Pues el queso se va a dañar. Suéltalo. A la ley de nada. Suelta esto. No. Ahora un par de flechas. A ver si soltar 5 flechitas. Ahí está. Bien. Ahora puedo correr. ¿Qué aparato acaba de caer allá al frente? Al fondo en la montaña. Qué aparato.
Answer to my prayers, just when I wanted to vent my rage. Come on. Come here, silly liver. Cut. You'll be. No! Leave me alone, please!
No, forget it. Now you die.
Bastard! Ow!
Uy, que me jode.
Stop, please! Spare me! Oh.
Se fue. Coño, qué difícil me están saliendo los combates. Qué raro. Qué raro. Qué difícil. Yo que los mataba rápido. Empezando la partida y como que aguantan bastante. Y yo creo que por el tipo de la espada. Tiene que ser por eso. Por el tipo de espada. Yo usaba la del padre. Vamos a ver. Quita esto. ¿Ves? Ahora sí. Ahora tengo la de mi padre. Yo creo que era por eso. Por el tema de de la espada. A lo mejor aquella no hace tanto daño.
He didn't run like me. A guy with a sword in his hand. You stood by his side and he did this to you. In the end, you were a hero. You didn't run away. You didn't abandon him. Why? Not you. It wasn't supposed to be you, Bianca. I'll find the bastards that did this to you. I'll find them. I swear it. Just wait a moment. I'll take care of my parents, and then I'll come back for you. I won't leave you like this.
Bianca, man.
I'll take this as a keepsake between you and me, my parents. Why did you do it to me, Father? Why? Why did you leave me? Forgive me. Forgive me for everything. Next time I won't run. I'll never run away again. I'll find the one who did this to you. I remember his face. I'll find him. But first, I have to find the shovel and take care of you. I remember you told me you wanted to lie beside Mother. Here. Under the linden tree. At least I can do that much for you.
Vale, encontré la pala, pero espérate, que aquí hubo algo. Estocada. Izquierda y tajo abajo, derecha. arriba. Ah, estocada. Una espada larga. Hay una, deja ver cuál es. Que es la... uf. Esta yo creo que es la Duplieren, nivel 13. Después de varios golpes desde lados inesperados, esquiva la hoja del oponente girando el filo corto y lanzándole un tajo a la cara desprotegida. Si se ejecuta correctamente es una técnica muy poderosa. Sí, esta es la que yo quiero. Esta es la que mayormente, si la aplicas de una, ya, se acabó. Si lo logras aplicar de una a la soltar, eso es izquierda, derecha, tajo de abajo hacia arriba a la izquierda, por las piernas, ¿no? Y pierna izquierda y derecha. Derecha, izquierda, pierna izquierda, derecha. Bueno, izquierda, derecha, sí. Esa es, como dice, una técnica muy poderosa. Y esa yo la llegué a aplicar en el campamento allá en Privislavis, que estaba lleno de cumanos. Tuvimos que liberarlo. Allí me encontré pues el grandulón que me va a dar la catimba ahora para terminar el prólogo. Y lo maté de una. O sea, a la primera se la hice pim pum pim pam. Ahí quedó. Muerto. Porque el tajo que le da, el último tajo que le da, es en la cabeza. Hace el swing como que de abajo hacia arriba, desde el cuello hacia la cara. Ese último tajo hacia arriba, pa. Y ya, lo tumbas de una. Pero nivel 13 de espada. Así que ojito. Bueno. Yo aprendí una habilidad, ¿verdad? Déjame chequear. Esta es izquierda, pierna derecha, estocada. Izquierda, pierna derecha, estocada. Tengo que hacer ese combo, pa, 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 para aplicarlo. O sea que no es pelear a los ciegos. Hay unos combos que tienes que intentar aplicarlo. Si tienes éxito, pues es una gran ventaja. Mira, mi papá tiene un groschen nada más. Anyway, no tienen nada. Antes de ir allá, déjame ir a casa. A buscar el cofre. Porque después venir aquí va a ser complicado. Tito, mi casa. Mi casa, güey. Todo tan feliz, todo tan tranquilo y... Joder. poquito complicado. 7 cloches con 30, Hércules y su dieta y un dado. Vale. No puedo correr. Es que pillé algo. Me voy a equipar el anillo de Bianca. O no, déjalo guardado. Si ya tengo la espada larga, este escudo como que no lo voy a utilizar. Pero me lo llevo, ya que lo robé. Esto. Mira, yo no puedo leer, mira. El muñeco no sabe leer. No puedes retrasarte, no hay tiempo que perder, pero no me va a dejar leer. El no de Nemanealas, de Rkmea, Balai, Ed, Eiram, no. O sea, no puedo leer. Él no sabe leer. A la vez que uno estudia, lectura, va leyendo, pero aún así se traba la lengua. Cuando suba el nivel de lectura, pues ahí podrá leer más claro. Eso es lo que yo digo, él no sabe leer. Porque ves un garabato ahí. Ah, pues, boto la espada esa, ya que no la voy a utilizar. Esta la boto. Ahora sí puedo correr.
Get away, you mutt! Get away, you beast!
What's going on? Mishak, what in God's name are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? Digging turnips? The beast just went for me.
Isn't that mutt the butcher's? Mutt? Isn't that body the butcher's?
Yeah, that's him. What's that got to do with anything?
I'd say the poor creature is standing guard over his master. You weren't trying to get to him, were you?
What do you care what I want? What are you doing?
Came to bury my parents.
So bury them and leave me be.
Do you know what happened to Teresa from the mill? When I fled, the Cumans wanted to... They meant to violate her, and God knows what else.
No, I don't know. What do I care? They probably raped her and killed her like all the others. Her misfortune. Right now, I've got to take care of myself.
How did you manage to get away?
How do you think I ran?
Would you lend me that spade? I have to dig a grave, and I can't find another.
What's it worth to you? I see you have a fine sword. I'll gladly trade you my spade for that. How did you come by it, anyway?
My father forged it for Sir Radzig. It's my duty to deliver it to him. It's not for sale.
Go right ahead and dig that grave with your sword. See how that goes. And where will you dig it anyway? Here? You're not going to lay your parents in unhallowed ground, are you?
Father said he wanted to be buried here, and I can't take him to St. James's. God willing, later I can find a priest to consecrate the ground.
No puedo irme por esto, por el tema de que él tiene 9. Yo tengo 5.
I see a cunt remains a cunt, no matter what the situation.
Take that!
Pero esos agarres no quiero forcejeo.
That's right! Turn tail and run, you bastard!
Easy, Rebel. You know me. A good master won't be easy.
Pobre Chucho, mano, se quedó sin su amo. Ahora ese Zbyszek va a buscar el matón. Un momentito, vengo ahora. Vale, ya llegué. Ay, bien. No hay nadie, so. Pasó Chucho.
So, let's get to it. Damn it all. How am I going to do this?
Do you need some help? Is that him?
Yes. Can't you see the sword?
Who are you? What do you want?
Zbyszek?
Who do you think we are? Franciscan brothers? We're here to rob you of everything you've got. Especially that fine blade that's of no use to a peasant like you anyway.
Banish the thought. It is my father's sword.
You mean him? I don't think he's going to be needing it. Listen here, boy. You hand over that sword, I might just let you go. If not, you're in for a family reunion you really don't want.
Leave me alone.
Kill him, Runt! Aye! Cut the bastard down!
As you like. Could have just cost you a few teeth. Ah!
Esta pelea está perdida porque por más que tú le des, no le vas a hacer nada. Se acabó, ¿ves?
I told you how it would end. You should have listened to me. This is nice work. The chief is going to like it. It's new, isn't it? Now, for the maiden bloodletting. Surely your father never would have imagined it would be your blood. I believe there's a word for such moments. The old man would certainly know. But I'm just a common killer. Did you help make it? No doubt you did. Such miserable luck. To die by the sword you helped forge.
Hey, don't
games are over.
Aquí finaliza el prólogo. Está 100%. Mira, Shusho se fue con nosotros. Y llegamos a Ratai. Ese es Pechek. Pechek, creo que se llama. El tío de Teresa. A él yo le vendo las cosas robadas.
Do you need some help?
Henry! There's work to be done. Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Henry, can you hear me?
Get up, Henry. Wake up. It's a new day.
Henry, can you hear me?
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Teresa?
You still have a fever. Uncle won't be pleased, but you'll have to stay in bed.
Where am I? In Skalitz?
We're at my uncle's mill in Rattay. I didn't know where else to go.
What happened?
You don't remember anything? I suppose that's not surprising. I found you in Skalitz after those bandits attacked you. I thought they'd done for you, but you were still breathing. Why in heaven's name did you go back there? It was madness. They slaughtered everyone who didn't run.
My parents, I wanted to bury them. I had to...
Don't worry. I took care of it.
Thank you.
Any good Christian would have done the same. Now sleep. You need your strength back.
Unos días de delirio después.
Good morning.
It's near midnight. You've slept all day.
Oh. Oh, I feel like a horse fell on me.
The beating you took was worse. But at least the fever's broken.
How did you manage to save me?
You were lucky. I was in Skalitz and I saw Zbyszek and his thugs. I tried to distract them, but it would have been no use if those soldiers from Tamburg hadn't arrived. They were searching for you and scattered the bandits.
What in the world were you doing in Skalitz?
Waiting to die.
What?
They killed my brothers, my family, my friends.
They're all dead.
All of them. Everyone I ever loved. They killed one of my brothers in the mines. After that, what did I have to live for?
Don't say that. There's always hope.
No, there isn't. But it doesn't matter. I'm a different person now.
Searching for me?
Yes. Lord Divish sent them, led by Captain Robard. So tell me, why is a lord of such high standing interested in a blacksmith?
Sir Divish promised Sir Radek he'd look after me. But as for why they should care, I've no idea. Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'm not surprised. I'll bring you water and something to eat. In the meantime, rest. You're still very weak.
Y aún más tarde.
Good morning to you. How's the invalid today?
Ugh, haven't felt as good as this since they lashed me to the wheel and quartered me on the town square.
Got your sense of humor back. You must be better. My uncle will be glad to hear it. I had a job persuading him to let me bring you here. If you'd lain around much longer, he really would have dumped you on the town square. You can stay until you find somewhere else to live, but my uncle will want payment for taking you in and caring for you.
And this is your uncle's house?
We're in Rattay Mill, my uncle's mill at Peshek. He took me in, and I talked him into taking care of you too.
I've been lying here long enough.
Uncle will be pleased he's one mouth less to feed. But are you truly well enough?
Well enough to do what has to be done. Where can I find Sir Radek?
He's in the lower castle in Perkstein. He's a guest of Sir Hanush of Leipa. But someone like you can't just walk up bold as you please and demand an audience.
I know Sir Radek, and I didn't bring him his sword as I was supposed to. I must see him.
If you insist. But you need to speak to my uncle first. You've been in your sickbed for over a fortnight while he paid the apothecary to tend to you, and for medicine. That's a good deal of coin you owe him.
I've been lying here 2 weeks. My God.
Better a fortnight in bed than an eternity in the grave. If it weren't for my uncle, you wouldn't be here at all.
I owe you both my life, and I'll repay my debt. You have my word.
All right. But before you go to town, you should eat something. You're still weak. There's food on the table for you.
Bien. Son las 2 de la tarde porque ella se acostó a tomar la siesta. Pero voy a comer de aquí, del caldero. Entonces, aquí tengo todas mis cosas. Mi dinero y todo lo que tenía. Mira, el mapa, esto es de un DLC en tesoros. No tengo más nada. Pero el dinero. Vamos a pagarle la deuda a Peshek. ¿Dónde está Peshek? Aquí está.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Look, couldn't I just pay you instead?
I'd say you're a fucking ungrateful pup. But if you think you got money to throw around, so be it. You'll pay me the cost, and for a whole fortnight of my valuable time.
That much? You're a usurer. But so be it. Here you are.
Fine. The debt should be paid. But if you're interested in work, I still need that job done.
Tell me about it.
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate, Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet, along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make me dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. Take care now.
Vale, me dio licor, muy bien. En la granja hay una pala. Ah, que no es aquí. Es acá al lado. Joder, la pala. Estaba por aquí. Siempre ha estado aquí la pala esa. Ahora no recuerdo dónde era que estaba. ¿Era aquí o era acá? Mírala aquí, coño. Bonito recuerdo hay en este lugar. El que sabe, sabe. Bueno, hasta aquí lo voy dejando. Voy a pillar esta caléndula. Son importantes para hacer las pociones de caléndula. Para la salud. Bueno, ahora sí lo dejo. Ya soy libre. Sí, tengo un par de misiones, pero ahora hay que ir poco a poco tomándolas. Si no, te vuelves loco. Así que vamos a usar un Snap Redentor. Aunque no. Vamos a guardarlo para alguna ocasión importante. Vamos a descansar un poquito. Vamos a dormir Un poquito. Partida guardada. Muy bien. Y está lloviendo, ¿no? No. Viento. Ok. Bueno, chicos, hasta aquí voy dejándole el capítulo. Ya estamos completamente libres. Ahora que viene la aventura 100%. Así que no me enrollo más. Tengo jaqueca. Así como Psydog. Psydog. Si está lloviendo. Nada, hasta la próxima.